Basic. Noun. A necessary commodity. A staple requirement. Adjective. Necessary. Essential for life or some process. Mailman. Noun. Someone. Implied male. Who delivers mail to, and or collects mail from, residential or commercial addresses, or from public mailboxes. Calendar. Noun. Any system by which time is divided into days, weeks, months, and years. Verb. To set a date for a proceeding in court, usually done by a judge at a calendar call. Characteristic. Noun. A distinguishing feature of a person or thing. Adjective. Being a distinguishing feature of a person or thing. Minutes. Noun. A unit of time equal to 60 seconds. 1/60th of an hour. Verb. Of an event. To write in a memo or the minutes of a meeting. Noun. The official notes kept during a meeting. Cuisine. Noun. A characteristic style of preparing food, often associated with a place of origin. Noun. The art of cooking, generally. Controls. Noun. Influence or authority over something. Verb. To exercise influence over. To suggest or dictate the behavior of. Attractions. Noun. The tendency to attract. Corresponding. Verb. Constructed with to. To be equivalent or similar in character. Quantity. Quality. Origin. Structure. Function, etc. Noun. A correspondence. The situation where things correspond or match. Adjective. That have a similar relationship. Favor. Noun. A kind or helpful deed. An instance of voluntarily assisting someone. Verb. To look upon fondly. To prefer. Joe. Noun. A male. A guy. A fellow. Checking. Verb. To inspect. To examine. Verb. To mark with a check pattern. Noun. The act of physically keeping an opposing player in check. Additives. Noun. A substance added to another substance or product to produce specific properties in the combined substance. Additives. Noun. A substance added to another substance or product to produce specific properties in the combined substance. Addressed. Verb. To prepare oneself. Adjective. Of a piece of mail or other communication. Listed with sufficient routing information to reach a destination. Dependencies. Noun. A state of dependence. A refusal to exercise initiative. Foot. Noun. A biological structure found in many animals that is used for locomotion and that is frequently a separate organ at the terminal part of the leg. Verb. To use the foot to kick. Usually a ball. Hard. Noun. A firm or paved beach or slope convenient for hauling vessels out of the water. Adjective. Of material or fluid, having a severe property, presenting difficulty. Adverb. Manner. With much force or effort. Efficiency. Noun. The extent to which time is well used for the intended task. Connected. Verb. Of an object. To join. To another object. To attach. Or to be intended to attach or capable of attaching. To another object. Adjective. Usually with, well. Having favorable rapport with a powerful entity. Defined. Verb. To determine with precision. To mark out with distinctness. To ascertain or exhibit clearly. Adjective. Having a definition or value. Detailed. Verb. To explain in detail. Adjective. Characterized by attention to detail and thoroughness of treatment. Engineer. Noun. A person who is qualified or professionally engaged in any branch of engineering. Verb. To design, construct or manage something as an engineer. Craft. Noun. Strength, power, might, force. Verb. To make by hand and with much skill. Come. Noun. Coming, arrival, approach. Verb. To move from further away to nearer to. Preposition. Used to indicate a point in time at or after which a stated event or situation occurs. interjection, an exclamation to express annoyance. Beard, noun, facial hair on the chin, cheeks, jaw and neck. Verb, to grow hair on the chin and jaw. Intimate, noun, a very close friend. Verb, to suggest or disclose something, discreetly. Adjective, closely acquainted, familiar. Inform. Verb, to instruct, train, usually in matters of knowledge. Bags, noun, a flexible container made of cloth, paper, plastic, etc. Verb, to put into a bag. Mat, noun, coppersmith, an alloy of copper, tin, iron, etc. White metal. Adjective, dull, not reflective of light. Curry, noun, one of a family of dishes originating from South Asian cuisine, flavored by a spiced sauce. Verb, to cook or season with curry powder. Farmer, noun, a person who works the land and or who keeps livestock, especially on a farm. Kick, noun, a hit or strike with the leg, foot or knee. Verb, to strike or hit with the foot or other extremity of the leg. Noun, one who kicks. Noun, a particular type of Texan who is associated with country, western attire. Attitudes and or philosophy. Noun, an introduction, something that leads into the beginning of something. Nearest. Adjective, physically close. Preposition, closest to. Candles. Noun, a light source consisting of a wick embedded in a solid, flammable substance such as wax, tallow, or paraffin. Verb, to observe the growth of an embryo inside an egg, using a bright light source. Forms. Noun, heading, physical, to do with shape. Verb, to assume a certain shape or visible structure. Gamble. Noun, a bet or wager. Verb, to take a risk, with the potential of a positive outcome. Force. Noun, strength or energy of body or mind. Active power. Vigor, might, capacity of exercising an influence or producing an effect. Verb, to violate, a woman, to rape. Noun, law enforcement, any police organization. A constabulary. Couples. Noun, two partners in a romantic or sexual relationship. Verb, to join, two things, together, or one thing, to another. Generation. Noun, the fact of creating something, or bringing something into being. Production, creation. Falling. Verb, heading, to be moved downwards. Noun, present participle of fall. Adjective, that falls or fall. Console. Noun, a standalone cabinet designed to stand on the floor, especially one that houses home entertainment equipment, such as a TV or stereo system. Mixed. Verb, to stir together. Adjective, having two or more separate aspects. Contrast. Noun, a difference in lightness, brightness and or hue between two colors that makes them more or less distinguishable. Verb, to set in opposition in order to show the difference or differences between. Environmental. Adjective, pertaining to the environment. Invite. Verb, to ask for the presence or participation of someone or something. Delighted. Verb, to give delight to affect with great pleasure. To please highly. Adjective, greatly pleased. Faster. Adjective, firmly or securely fixed in place. Stable. Adverb, in a firm or secure manner. Securely, in such a way as not to be moved. Safe. Sound. Film. Noun, a thin layer of some substance. A pellicle, a membranous covering, causing opacity. Verb, to record, activity, or a motion picture, on photographic film. Cumulative. Adjective, incorporating all current and previous data up to the present or at the time of measuring or collating. Cape. Noun, a piece or point of land, extending beyond the adjacent coast into a sea or lake. A promontory. a headland. Local. Noun. A person who lives near a given place. Adjective. From or in a nearby location. Adverb. In the local area. Within a city, state, country, etc. Noun. An anesthetic. Anesthetic substance that causes loss of sensation only to the area to which it is applied. Filmmaker. Noun. A producer or director of films, movies. Ants. Noun. Any of various insects in the family Formicidae in the order Hymenoptera. Typically living in large colonies composed almost entirely of flightless females. Verb. To rub insects, especially ants, on one's body, perhaps to control parasites or clean feathers. Driver. Noun. One who drives something, in any sense of the verb to drive. Nauseous. Adjective. Causing nausea, sickening or disgusting. Apparently. Adverb. Plainly, clearly, manifestly, evidently. Creates. Verb. To bring into existence, sometimes in particular smiley face. Facilities. Noun. Facilities for urination and defecation. A toilet. A lavatory. Noun. The fact of being easy. Or easily done. Absence of difficulty. Simplicity. Last. Adjective. Final. Ultimate. Coming after all others of its kind. Adverb. Most recently. Checked. Verb. To inspect. To examine. Verb. To mark with a check pattern. Adjective. Having a pattern of checks. Checkered. Admit. Verb. To allow to enter. To grant entrance. To. Whether into a place. Into the mind. Or into consideration. About. Adjective. Moving around. Astir. Adverb. On all sides. Around. Limitations. Noun. The act of limiting or the state of being limited. Hate. Noun. An object of hatred. Verb. To dislike intensely or greatly. Lawn. Noun. An open space between woods. Chapter. Noun. Authorship. One of the main sections into which the text of a book is divided. Verb. To divide into chapters. Lure. Noun. Something that tempts or attracts, especially one with a promise of reward or pleasure. Verb. To attract by temptation, etc. To entice. Cousins. Noun. The child of a person's uncle or aunt. A first cousin. Cloud. Noun. A rock. Boulder. A hill. Verb. To become foggy or gloomy, or obscured from sight. Businessman. Noun. A man in business, one who works at a commercial institution. Inform. Verb. To instruct, train, usually in matters of knowledge. Cost. Verb. To incur a charge of, to require payment of a specified price. Emergencies. Noun. A situation which poses an immediate risk and which requires urgent attention. Invitation. Noun. The act of inviting. Solicitation. The requesting of a person's company. Injured. Verb. To wound or cause physical harm to a living creature. Collapse. Noun. The act of collapsing. Verb. To break apart and fall down suddenly. To cave in. Because. Adverb. For the reason that. Preposition. On account of. Because of. Conjunction. By or for the cause that. On this account that. For the reason that. Agility. Noun. The quality of being agile. The power of moving the limbs quickly and easily. Quickness of motion. Handful. Noun. The amount that a hand will grasp or contain. Natives. Noun. An aboriginal inhabitant of a region colonized by English-speaking people. In particular. Noun. A person who is native to a place. A person who was born in a place. Historian. Noun. A writer of history, a chronicler, an analyst. Go. Noun. The act of going. Verb. To move. Adjective. Working correctly and ready to commence operation. Approved and able to be put into action. Alignments. Noun, an arrangement of items in a line. Ding. Noun, very minor damage, a small dent or chip. Verb, to hit or strike. Meaning. Noun, of words or symbols. The entity, perception, feeling or concept thereby represented or evoked. Ballet. Noun, a classical form of dance. Verb, to perform an action reminiscent of ballet dancing. Brings. Verb, detransitive, to transport towards somebody, somewhere. Charlotte. Noun, a dessert consisting of sponge cake filled with fruit and cream or custard. Fly. Noun, any insect of the order Diptera, characterized by having 2 wings, except for some wingless species, also called true flies. Moral. Noun, of a narrative, the ethical significance or practical lesson. Verb, to moralize. Adjective, of or relating to principles of right and wrong in behavior, especially for teaching right behavior. Discharge. Noun, pus or exudate, other than blood, from a wound or orifice, usually due to infection or pathology. Verb, to accomplish or complete, as an obligation. Dramatic. Adjective, of or relating to the drama. Encountered. Verb, to meet someone or find something, especially unexpectedly. Heated. Verb, to cause an increase in temperature of an object or space, to cause to become hot, often with up. Adjective, very agitated, angry or impassioned. Homework. Noun, work that is done at home, especially school exercises assigned by a teacher. Cluttered. Verb, to fill something with clutter. Adjective, scattered with a disorderly mixture of objects that take up space. Littered. List. Noun, a strip of fabric, especially from the edge of a piece of cloth. Verb, to create or recite a list. Epic. Noun, an extended narrative poem in elevated or dignified language, celebrating the feats of a deity. Demigod. Heroic epic, other legend or traditional hero. Adjective, of, or relating to, an epic. Breathed. Verb, to draw air into, inhale, and expel air from, exhale, the lungs in order to extract oxygen and excrete waste gases. Kinds. Noun, a type, race or category, a group of entities that have common characteristics such that they may be grouped together. Join. Noun, an intersection of piping or wiring. An interconnect. Verb, to connect or combine into one. To put together. Enjoy. Verb, to receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Atmosphere. Noun, the gases surrounding the Earth or any astronomical body. Island. Noun, a contiguous area of land, smaller than a continent, totally surrounded by water. Verb, to surround with water. Make into an island. Mistakenly. Adverb, wrongly, erroneously. 8. Verb, to ingest, to be ingested. Diseases. Noun, an abnormal condition of a human, animal or plant that causes discomfort or dysfunction, distinct from injury insofar as the latter is usually instantaneously acquired. Verb, to cause unease, to annoy, irritate. Insecure. Adjective, not secure. Go ahead. Verb, to proceed, to begin. Cornflakes. Noun, a breakfast cereal made from toasted flakes of maize. Finishes. Noun, an end, the end of anything. Verb, to complete something. Microwave. Noun, an electromagnetic wave with wavelength between that of infrared light and radio waves. Verb, to cook something in a microwave oven. Noun, an oven that uses microwave energy to heat food or other items placed within it. Noun, north. Emission. Noun, something which is emitted or sent out. Issue. Grandparents. Verb, to be, or act as, a grandfather to. Verb, to retain discontinued laws or rules for a thing. person or organization previously affected by them. Noun. The parent of someone's parent. Fluff. Noun. Anything light, soft or fuzzy, especially fur, hair, feathers. Verb. To make something fluffy. Emphasis. Noun. Special weight or forcefulness given to something considered important. Cooking. Verb. To prepare food for eating by heating it, often by combining it with other ingredients. Verb. To make the noise of the cuckoo. Verb. To throw. Noun. The process of preparing food by using heat. Adjective. In progress. Happening. Amplifier. Noun. Anything that amplifies, or makes something larger or more intense. Diagnostics. Noun. Any technique used in medical diagnosis. Mayoral. Adjective. Relating to a mayor, or the office of the mayor. Grab. Noun. A sudden snatch at something. Verb. To grip suddenly. To seize. To clutch. Egg. Noun. An approximately spherical or ellipsoidal body produced by birds, reptiles, insects and other animals, housing the embryo during its development. Verb. To throw eggs at. Expertise. Noun. Great skill or knowledge in a particular field or hobby. Elements. Noun. One of the simplest or essential parts or principles of which anything consists, or upon which the constitution or fundamental powers of anything are based. Noun. Outdoor weather, such as wind or rain. Informed. Verb. To instruct, train, usually in matters of knowledge. Adjective. Instructed. Having knowledge of a fact or area of education. Affordable. Adjective. Able to be afforded, inexpensive or reasonably priced. Address. Noun. Direction. Verb. To prepare oneself. Civil. Adjective. Having to do with people in government office as opposed to the military or religion. Namesake. Noun. One who is named after another or for whom another is named. Verb. To name somebody after somebody else. Feel. Noun. A quality of an object experienced by touch. Verb. Heading. To use or experience the sense of touch. Hide. Verb. To put something in a place where it will be harder to discover or out of sight. Damaged. Verb. To impair the soundness, goodness, or value of. To harm or cause destruction. Adjective. Suffered a damage. Engaged. Verb. Heading. To interact socially. Adjective. Agreed to be married. Crop. Noun. A plant, especially a cereal, grown to be harvested as food, livestock fodder or fuel or for any other economic purpose. Extracts. Noun. Something that is extracted or drawn out. Verb. To draw out, to pull out, to remove forcibly from a fixed position, as by traction or suction, etc. Method. Noun. A process by which a task is completed. A way of doing something, followed by the adposition of to or for before the purpose of the process. Verb. To apply a method. Experiences. Noun. The effect upon the judgment or feelings produced by any event, whether witnessed or participated in. Personal and direct impressions as contrasted with description or fancies. Personal acquaintance. Actual enjoyment or suffering. Verb. To observe certain events, undergo a certain feeling or process, or perform certain actions that may alter one or contribute to one's knowledge, opinions, or skills. Developers. Noun. A person or entity engaged in the creation or improvement of certain classes of products. Max. Noun. An extreme, a great extent. Verb. Usually without. To reach the limit. To reach the maximum. Adjective. Maximum. Maximal. Noun. The highest limit. Filthy. Verb. To make very dirty. To cover in filth. Adjective. Covered with filth. Very dirty. Attach. Verb. To fasten. To join to, literally and figuratively. Comedy. Noun, a choric song of celebration or revel, especially in ancient Greece. Civilian. Noun, a person following the pursuits of civil life, especially one who is not an active member of the armed forces. Adjective, not related to the military, police or other professions. Channel. Noun, the physical confine of a river or slough, consisting of a bed and banks. Drink. Verb, to consume, a liquid, through the mouth. Lobster. Noun, a crustacean of the Nephropodidae family. Dark green or blue-black in color, turning bright red when cooked. With a hard shell and claws. Which is used as a seafood. Verb, to fish for lobsters. Adjective, red-colored, especially from a sunburn. Dances. Noun, a sequence of rhythmic steps or movements usually performed to music, for pleasure or as a form of social interaction. Verb, to move with rhythmic steps or movements, especially in time to music. Keeps. Noun, the main tower of a castle or fortress, located within the castle walls. Verb, to continue in a course or mode of action, not to intermit or fall from. To uphold or maintain. Noun, keeping. Craft. Noun, strength, power, might, force. Verb, to make by hand and with much skill. Mobility. Noun, the ability to move, capacity for movement. Maintain. Verb, to support someone, to back up or assist someone in an action. My. Interjection, used to express surprise, shock or amazement. Disappearance. Noun, the action of disappearing or vanishing. Coats. Noun, an outer garment covering the upper torso and arms. WP. Verb, to cover with a coating of some material. Dim. Noun, dimness. Verb, to make something less bright. Adjective, not bright or colorful. Adjective, lessened, reduced. Couple. Noun, two partners in a romantic or sexual relationship. Verb, to join two things together, or one thing to another. Adjective, two or a small number of. Google. Verb, to deliver googlies. Chips. Noun, a small piece broken from a larger piece of solid material. Verb, to chop or cut into small pieces. Noun, a carpenter. Detective. Noun, law enforcement, a police officer who looks for evidence as part of solving a crime. An investigator. Adjective, employed in detecting. Introduces. Verb, of people, to cause someone to be acquainted with someone else. Fail. Noun, poor quality, substandard workmanship. Verb, to be unsuccessful. Adjective, that is a failure. Lexicographer. Noun, one who writes or compiles a dictionary. Matches. Noun, a competitive sporting event such as a boxing meet, a baseball game, or a cricket match. Verb, to agree, to be equal, to correspond. Noun, a device made of wood or paper, at the tip coated with chemicals that ignite with the friction of being dragged. Struck against a rough dry surface. Induction. Noun, an act of inducting. Minded. Verb, originally and chiefly in negative or interrogative constructions. To dislike, to object to be bothered by. Adjective, having a mind, inclination, for something or a certain way of thinking about things. Evident. Adjective, obviously true by simple observation. Extremely. Adverb, degree, to an extreme degree. Catch up. Noun, an act of catching up or attempting to catch up. Verb, to pick up suddenly. Fluff. Noun, anything light, soft or fuzzy, especially fur, hair, feathers. Verb, to make something fluffy. Nobody. Noun, someone who is not important or well-known. Pronoun, not any person. The logical negation of somebody. Do away with. Verb, to abolish. to put an end to eliminate. Comb, noun, a toothed implement for grooming the hair, formerly, for keeping it in place. Verb, especially of hair or fur, to groom with a toothed implement, chiefly with a comb. Bell, noun, a percussive instrument made of metal or other hard material, typically but not always in the shape of an inverted cup with a flared rim, which resonates when struck. Verb, to attach a bell to. Mayonnaise, noun, a dressing made from vegetable oil, raw egg yolks and seasoning, used on salads, with French fries, in sandwiches etc. Candles, noun, a light source consisting of a wick embedded in a solid, flammable substance such as wax, tallow, or paraffin. Verb, to observe the growth of an embryo inside an egg, using a bright light source. Get off. Verb, to move from being on top of something to not being on top of it. Bodied, adjective, in combination, having a specified form of body. Verb, to give body or shape to something. Boolean, noun, a variable that can hold a single true, false, 1/0 value. Adjective, of or pertaining to the work of George Boole. Exercising. Verb, to exert for the sake of training or improvement. To practice in order to develop. Noun, the act by which something is exercised. Investments. Noun, the act of investing, or state of being invested. Lieutenant. Noun, the lowest junior commissioned officer rank. S. In many military forces, often Army and Marines. Adjective, a military grade that is junior to the grade the adjective modifies. Lieutenant colonel, lieutenant general, lieutenant commander. Legs. Noun, a limb or appendage that an animal uses for support or locomotion. Verb, to remove the legs from an animal carcass. Appreciate. Verb, to be grateful or thankful for. Goldsmith. Noun, a person who makes, repairs or sells things out of gold, especially jewelry. Demo. Noun, a demonstration or visual explanation. Hobby. Noun, an activity that one enjoys doing in one's spare time. Conservative. Noun, a person who favors maintenance of the status quo. Adjective, cautious. Cause. Noun, often with of, typically of adverse results. The source of, or reason for, an event or action. That which produces or affects a result. Verb, to set off an event or action. Diabetes. Noun, diabetes insipidus, any condition characterized by excessive or incontinent urine, now specifically as caused by impaired production of, or response to, the antidiuretic hormone vasopressin. Corrections. Noun, the act of correcting. Guests. Noun, a recipient of hospitality, specifically someone staying by invitation at the house of another. Verb, to appear as a guest, especially on a broadcast. Decides. Verb, to resolve, a contest, problem, dispute, etc. To choose, determine, or settle. Grilled. Verb, to cook, food, on a grill. To barbecue. Verb, to make angry, provoke, incite. Adjective, cooked on a grill. Marine. Noun, a soldier, normally a member of a Marine Corps, trained to serve on board or from a ship. Adjective, belonging to or characteristic of the sea, existing or found in the sea, formed or produced by the sea. Ish. Noun, operations, an individual item, the least quantitative unit in a grouping. Adverb, for one, a piece. Per. Pronoun, everyone, everything. Naturalist. Noun, except as merged with later senses, a natural philosopher, a scientist. Affecting. Verb, to influence or alter. Verb, to make a show of, to put on a pretense of, to feign, to assume, to make a false display of. Adjective, producing or causing strong feelings and emotions. Group. Noun. A number of things or persons being in some relation to one another. Verb. To put together to form a group,